Hey, good morning, and I hope you guys are doing amazing. So, today we're going to be working all the way through our rough draft of Chapter 4, and hopefully, in fact, we will for sure jump into Chapter 5 and start working Chapter 5. So, that should be pretty exciting. If you missed the last episode where we knocked through Chapter 3, we successfully hacked the AI, retrieving the data, although we have our character Sam has very little recollection of what happened, and there's no actual like data recorded onto his deck. Well, most of it's missing. So let's just be honest. We're gonna work forward at this point. We're on chapter 4. We'll start out. I'm gonna go back over what we have. So I woke early, which of course is from Sam's perspective, after tossing and turning through most of the night, despite the copious amount of bliss I enjoyed. Um, what had bothered me mostly, where had all of the time gone? We're gonna have to get more into that, in all honesty. I'm gonna look this over. Let's figure out how we fix this. We get it fixed. By the way, good morning. It is almost 5. It's going to be 5 in 1 minute, so let's get some coffee in me. That's freaking hot. Okay, so we're not going to start like that. I'm going to reword this to that thing, I swear. I'll have another one day. Okay, so I was bothered by the amount of time that went missing while I was in the AI system cyberspace. That's a lot more like what we want to say, to be honest. So that's what we're going to go with. 6 hours was way longer than it had seemed. And on top of that, my recollection of many of the events within the AI system cyberspace was patchy at best. I had few details I could recall, and though I knew I had seen the woman in the cryo chamber, which it's not a cryo chamber, honestly, it's going to be some kind of stasis chamber, but we'll fix that right there. Chamber. Through the memories of the I could recall nothing about her. Okay, that I'm comfortable with. That for a rough draft especially, it gets the idea of what we want across. I went to my cyber deck and linked it to see if any of the data would help me recall more. But it seemed I had forgotten to record. So we already established he gave some of the data. Um, so we're just going to go like this. Okay. Okay, I went to the cyber deck and linked to it. Let's get rid of that. Okay, I linked into the cyber deck to see if any of the data would help me recall more, but many of the files were missing from the event, or it had been wiped somehow. So I feel that's redundant. Okay, let's read that again. I linked into the cyber deck to see if any of the data would help me recall more, but many of the files were missing from the event. None of it made sense. One thing was for sure though. I had already received multiple messages from Trag, and it looked like he wanted to talk more in person. Okay, boom. That we're good with. I mean, maybe that'll get cleaned up later, but it gets the idea. I didn't even have a chance to get around or work for further to make sense of the situation before I was messaged by the guest console. I don't like this. I'm gonna blue this right now because I'm not really sure how to fix it. But let's just be honest, we know that's not what we want to have it say. I gave myself a quick once over before having them come up to my living quarters. Okay, that we're good with. I was shocked that Salvador came, had came to my, oh, they want me to say come, okay, had come to my personal, okay. Phew, let's get some more coffee in me. I was shocked that Salvador, I don't feel we need, I don't feel I need that. I was shocked Salvador had come to my quarters personally, and knew something must be going on. They entered. We know who that is. That is Trag, and I think it would be Salvador and Trag. Entered and wasted no time with pleasantries. It seemed Akio, which, by the way, that's the guy from our corporation number two, the man from Vemritech, which is the name of corporation two. That's right, I told you guys I would make a name up for that. Haven't named corporation three or one yet, but we'll get there. Wanted us to accompany them to retrieve the woman from the cryo prison. Okay, I think we can leave it as woman, or should we call it scientist, or we should call her shareholder, or should we get her name? I didn't establish her name yet in the back area, so in all honesty, we're gonna have, I mean, I have it in our world building area, right? But I haven't established it in the back area. And so if he knows her name here, we're gonna actually have to go back somewhere and establish her name. And I honestly, I prefer to put back in a back edit to where we actually get her name in the back area. So by this point, we're using her name. Of course, he doesn't know enough about her. So, mixed bag on that, guys. Probably in post edit, when I'm going through this weekend, I'm probably that's going to be her name. We'll actually put her name implanted there, and I'll back edit in him discovering her name during the cyber thing, just so you guys know. He won't remember details about her and stuff like that, but we'll probably back edit that in, just to be honest. Retrieve the woman from the prison hulk in case there were issues. Want us to accompany them. I almost think there's a better way to say that. That can be edited later. Salvatore said there would be a large amount of credits for them to split. For us, right? To us at this point. But they had concerns. Both Salvador and Trag worried that we could possibly be double crossed in some way and wanted to know if I had friends that might act as some extra muscle just to discourage the idea of a double cross. We're not going to use double cross multiple times. Let's just make sure that I actually used it already up here. Double crossed. Boom, boom. Okay. I knew a few friends that not only, okay. Okay, I knew a few friends. I don't like how this is set at all, in all honesty. So we're going to blue this whole section right here. I'm not actually going to fix it right this second. This weekend, I'll probably fix that whole section. Salvador let me know he would be able to gather some firepower and a few extra men, so we would be armed just in case. But he was sure that if we had enough muscle, nothing would happen and we could all be rich. We could all. Yeah, we're going to fix that later on, so we'll just move forward, guys. I got myself together and soon. Together. Got myself together as soon as Salvador and Trag left. You know what? Let's just do this. Copy that. I'm going to drop that right there. And we're going to go like this. As Salvador and Treg left. Okay. Boom. Boom. Don't worry. I'll fix this. As soon as Salvador and Treg left, comma, I got myself together. Boom. As soon as Salvador and Treg left, I got myself together. I knew who would be the first person for something like this. Oren. Okay, so that one, Oren was always looking to get high and usually broke, which is not the best way to lead that off. So let's skip this down. Don't worry, we'll fix this. We're going to add a whole new sentence in here. Oh, see, look at that. Watch this. We're gonna grab this from down here. Oren had this part right here. Hey Kilman, I hope you're having a great day. Okay. Oren had combat experience and had been friends with Zach and I since we arrived on Doria Space Station more than 8 years ago. Okay, boom. He was always looking to get high and usually broke. He had been that way since he finished his service in the Confederation of Planets Ground Forces. So now we've got that. We can get rid of that. Don't worry. Boom, boom. Oren, Brandon, and Zach are going to be hanging out, so it's going to be easy to get them together. So we're at the assemble the team section of the book, right? I know that's a long. Let's look at what we're doing here. This is going to be fast. Yeah, guys. Thinking, and we're going to say, comma. I don't know why I had an oven there. Good thing they caught that, honestly, guys. Okay, I headed across the station to the section Oren lived in, trying to decide how much I would tell him. Okay, I feel that that's good. You know, I think it's called the Doria Space Station. I'm gonna go up here, guys. By next week, I'm gonna have this where I put the our reference stuff in a different section so it's easier to find. So I'm not having to jump up and down. I'm probably also gonna edit through this and remove out stuff that it doesn't look like we'll use. Make sure to clean up things that we do know for sure. I kind of have a better idea about our space Vikings. I don't know if you guys have ever read the Five Rings by, let's think of who it is. Uh, Miyamoto Masushi, right? He wrote a lot of stuff. He's a really kick butt samurai. Blah blah blah. Um, we're gonna have a lot of the concepts that they're gonna basically use a lot of his philosophical thoughts on stuff. Um, just so you guys know. Let me find this space station. There's a lot of other stuff I need to clean up in here, obviously, right? Doria Space Station. Dun, dun. This is also why I'm gonna move our book to one sheet and move this stuff to its own sheet so that we're not having to deal with the same stuff so that I can put it on a section, not be going back and forth to the same level that we are right now. I realize that we're going to want to separate that out. Oh, there it is. Copy, boom. Go down here. And we already know it's an industrial station, so we can just drop that to that. He lived in one of the worst parts of the Dorias. You know what? I think we can just cut that out. Hey, Avalonus, good morning. You know, I don't know where we're going with that part. He lives in one of the worst parts of Dorias. I'm going to expound on that later. And so, or maybe I won't. Maybe we'll determine that that's not really actually adding anything at all and that we don't need it. So that could get cut for all I know. I don't think I need to have. Okay, so we've got that. We go back here, comma. Okay, I could hear shuffling going on before a shout of "Who is it?" from Oren. Hey, Ellen, I mean, NLL. My mind is today. Don't have enough coffee in me yet, so I arrived and knocked on the. Okay, you know what? I arrived and knocked on the door of the living quarter of his living quarters. I think we actually need to have Orion's living quarters in there, but we're not gonna mess with that this second because this weekend I'm gonna actually read back through all of this stuff and trying to tighten it up so that we're kind of edited and cleaned up to the point we're at, just to be honest. I could hear shuffling going on before a shout of "Who is it?" from Orion. Oren. It's Oren, not Orion. I don't know why I keep on trying to say that. I said it's me, Sam. Okay, that's obviously boom boom. Guys, we're flowing through this baby though at this point. I mean, I don't even know what page we're at. We're at page 51. We're not at page 51 because we've got 20 something pages of world building. So we're at like page 20 something, like 20, 24 maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Dun, dun, dun. So Zach's already there. Oh, that's wrong. Commotion. Does that look right? Yeah, commotion. Not gonna call it a living room. What would we call it? Honestly, not a million percent on this section, but I'm going to be going back through the whole thing this weekend, so we're going to move forward on it. I know what they stashed. I feel you guys all know they stashed stuff because we all know that when people are being naughty and somebody knocks on the door, all of a sudden people are stashing their stuff, right? I think it would still be a couch, even in space in the future. Maybe it's not called a couch. Who knows? Okay, boom. Hey, Nita Freak, I hope you're having a great day. Okay, boom, boom. That makes it where we don't even know what all he said. And that's your crazy story. Okay, boom, boom. Zach said, hey, I don't think he needs to say hey, but let's leave that in there. Hey, Sam, I didn't know it was you. We were just sitting here. I was sharing some of that amper you got, had gotten me. I don't really like the wording on that at all. Amper, you had gotten me. Okay, Amper, you hooked me up with. Sounds better. I feel, right? And telling them about your crazy story. Okay, boom. Okay, so we're already here. They already know about the crazy story, right? So now all we have to do is figure out the best way to introduce this all and to hook them in. How are we about to say that? Because we've got to then go grab Toby and Blake, I guess, is all we'd have to grab after this, right? Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really sure what to say here. So Brandon, we've already decided, is our bard for our adventure. He's an aspiring writer. Okay, Brandon always wanted to know details of some kind. He had been working on multiple books and was an inspiring writer. Okay, boom, boom. So we've got Brandon introduced. Hey, good morning, Fire Debug. I hope you're having a great day. So let's think of how we're going to go forward with this, right? Brandon asked, so what was it like getting to do a job for a corporate guy? Good. I'm glad it's doing good. I'm still getting enough coffee in me to do good at this. Actually, let's just be honest. Okay, so we've got Brandon introduced. It's a little warm in my house all of a sudden. I don't know what the heck. Maybe it's this thing's pretty thick and warm, by the way. Okay, so let's figure out what I'm saying next. Oh, I don't know why my reply was so bad, but boom, boom. I'm not really sure. See, dialogue is not my strong point, guys. I'm not sure what my strong point is on this stuff at this point, since this is our first, fictional thing that I've written. So, um, written. I replied it was interesting and honestly a little scary. I was not totally sure what I was getting myself into. Boom, boom. I think that we're good with just right about like that. Well, I wish I had that kind of thing happen in my life. That's a comma right there, guys, right? Separating these two ideas. It would give me something to write about. Blah blah blah. Do we need to have this back here when we then demonstrate it over here? I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave it in there for right now, but I'm gonna be honest. When I go back through this weekend to fix this up. By the way, I'll show you this. Chapter one, we've got all the way fixed up. Disposable. I know everybody's like, but look at this. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Chapter one. Chapter two, I started working back through chapter 2. It's not all the way fixed. Chapter 3 obviously is still a absolute mess. Now this is just revision 1 that we're talking about. But this weekend I'm going to revise all the way through this the whole way, hopefully, in which then we'll be on revision 1 up to the point that we're at. Okay? That'll be exciting, I think. Okay, let's figure this out. Okay, so we're at Orion. Hey Zuck, good morning. I hope you're having a great day. Kicking butt. Okay. So they had stashed a tray of Amper and Bliss. Okay, boom boom. I'm going to add this to our dictionary. I don't know why they're always considered changing. Yeah, I'm going to say that way they'll know that's just we made up that. I mean, like I don't know. They keep on trying to correct things, and I'm like, well, we made that crap up, so don't know what to tell them about that, but Dun, dun, dun. I'll back edit this in just so you guys know. Because I didn't actually say he had done a good amount of bliss before heading over. I don't know why I said boom. Okay, good thing they caught that. No thanks, I'm already pretty good at this point. I was offered an opportunity and thought you might want. Let's see, are we gonna just say to be involved? I mean, like, what's the best way? If say you're trying to hit your buddy up. Boom. I don't know why they're hating. They're hating that. Dun, dun, dun. And I gotta remember what corporation I called this back up here, guys. Just to be honest, I've already like. This is definitely one of the reasons why I'm gonna separate all this out. See this corporation placeholder for 3. I haven't named that one yet. I'll have to do that later on. Akio, blah blah. Technopath, sample, blah. I might just call it placeholder corporation 2 at this point for 1 second. Let me go up here. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna have to separate this out this weekend so that we can find this stuff easier. My organization on this stuff is just not good. Not good at all. Let's just be honest. I'm gonna have to organize our notes separately because having to go boom. There, that's the corporation. And it's Accio. Accio, right? Accio. Yeah, I think that's Accio. So I'm gonna reorganize stuff this weekend because obviously we can see how it not being organized well is gonna be a slowdown. We don't want to be slowing down over that. Okay. I really thought I had a. Okay, so we've got that in. Deep breath. Okay, boom. Okay, so we've got him. I don't know why would they not think that that's our butts off? Sarah working our butts off. Oh, butts off. Boom. And still have nowhere amount of credits we would need to get married. Okay. Boom. Okay, so we've got Zach and Sarah taken care of right there, even though I'm not gonna, like, Sarah's gonna come. She's just gonna show up, just to be honest, guys, because Zach's coming. When we roll the dice, Zach and Sarah are eligible for being killed. Just so you guys know, um, that just is what it is. I feel that that's not working correct. Okay, there it is. Probably gonna have to make this dialogue better, but Yeah, I wasn't trying to do dot 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 like that, but okay, so this would be Sarah I, and that's have been working our butts off. Okay, boom, boom, boom. So we've got all the dialogue. We've got Brandon in here. We've got Oren in here. We've got Zach in here. Those guys are taken care of, right? So what we have left is Blake and Toby. Not even a big deal. Honestly, this chapter where he gets access to the med bay and stuff like that, that's going to be a later chapter, obviously. That'll be like chapter. Now we know that that's a later chapter and it doesn't immediately happen after this. I don't want to have another entire section of dialogue grabbing Blake and Toby. Honestly, I'm going to rewrite that section too. We know that this is a rough draft. We know that we have the idea in here. Guys, I feel having an entire another section where we go and recruit Blake and Toby is not gonna benefit us a lot. So let's take care of that through somebody else right here. Is Toby? Oh yeah, Toby's just one. Okay, they're right. Okay, because I know Blake and his brother Toby could use the money. Boom. That's gonna be easy as crap, right? Yeah, right there. I'm not really sure. The idea was a solid one. I did not Blake. Oh, we're boom boom boom. I'm all changing his name right there. Let's fix that, guys. Blake and Toby Well. Boom. Hey, good morning. I'm Joe Aboa. A little bit thrown off this morning. I'm trying to get enough coffee in me. Okay, so we've almost got the team assembled. We've got I'm not really sure if we need that in there, just to be honest. When I go back through this weekend, I'll figure out what all's gonna get ripped out and reworded. A lot of it probably is gonna get reworded. Um, yeah. So Okay. We don't want to be finalizing the planes. That might be weird. And we can just go like this because it's already after. We sat for just for a little while. Is boom, that's fixed. I'm going to let them know that we don't need to consider changing that. That we're comfortable with the fact that we made up a word. Okay, we've assembled our team. That's all we needed to do there. So at this point, I can zappity zip that out. We know who we've got going. Um, I'm not really even sure if this happens now, right here, where like he gets high, hooks up with the girl, blah blah blah, on the ship. It's likely gonna happen, but um, who knows, right? Now we're gonna go with chapter 5, because that's where we're at. Could promise them that is gonna remain the word. I'm gonna grab this here. We'll go like that. Boom, boom. How are we at chapter 5 already? Isn't that exciting, you guys? You guys thought we were going to be at chapter 5 so fast? I did not. I wasn't really sure. I was like, no context how fast this is going to go. Okay. Boom. I oh, I think so too. Our page count is climbing too. I'm actually pretty happy with this. We're at least at 30 something pages, you guys, which is super exciting. I mean, obviously, we've got a whole lot left to go. Um, so let me think of what's going to happen in this chapter because this is where we finalize the stuff. Um, I feel that he knows Trag and he would talk to Trag over just Well, what is the plan from here? But they're gonna allow me to just boom. Let's do that. Hey Trag, I was able to find some guys like you asked. When do you think we'll be ready to head out, and what's the plan from here? I asked. Okay, that I'm comfortable with. Obviously, we're still in rough draft mode, and we get like 5 revisions on this baby before it's done, so, or at least 3 or 4. I mean, who knows? Okay, I'll go along with them. They're correct on that. Salvador turned to look, comma, replying. Okay, yeah, that works. Dun, dun, dun. Well, obviously, we're just making up some crap right here. We don't actually know what dock it would be, so I'm going to grab 2 10-sided dice. That's dock 51. Yeah, that's right. Uh, who would have known? Dock 51's where we're going to leave. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, beforehand is a single word, huh? I really would have thought beforehand was 2 separate words somehow, but I don't write beforehand a lot, so. Grammar check saves me all the time. You guys, grammar check and spell check. Boom. We love them. People I know are playing War Robots over there to the side. You guys saw that pop up? I know. War Robots, that's a fascinating game. Okay. Boom, boom. Really don't know if I need to say anything else here. Do you guys feel that we need to say something? Okay. Meet up in the morrow. I nodded and decided to head home so I could message everyone. So we could. Okay, so I can message. I don't want to have this many so's in here. So we're just going to go straight to we. We would get together early and be ready when I receive the message from Salvador and Trag. Okay. I feel that that's reasonable. Obviously, we're going to be heading out in this chapter. Blake and Toby. Blake and Toby. Oh, well, we're early. Okay. So we're all meeting at Orange tomorrow morning. Boom. Boom at Orange. Okay, so everybody's planning on meeting at Orange the next day. That's what we've got so far, right? I'm going to be honest. Right here is where I don't know exactly what we're doing yet. And so, I mean, like, I know what we're doing. We're obviously going to meet the next day at Orange, and then we're going to hop on the spaceship of the corporate dude, in which we're then heading out to probably kill somebody off. Honestly, this part where the junkie thing happens, he hooks up with the junkie in the med bay thing. I'm not sure that happens right there because I feel that that doesn't add anything to our story at all. I'm gonna just be honest. Like that, I'm not seeing it where um this where he gets somebody killed. That's happening fast. So we're basically heading out. This part might happen, might not happen. This part immediately next week, we're going to be at somebody will die. It'll probably be a combination of blah, blah, blah. Um, these two we can combine. Somebody's going to die next week. I just don't know who it will be. We'll know when we roll a dice. Like we'll take everybody in the room that's disposable character at that point, and we'll roll the dice to find out who dies. Likely, um, it'll be a contribution of people's mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thank you very much, Fire Debug. We're doing awesome on this. And so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna stop here where we're at right now. Um, by next week, I'm going to separate out our world development stuff onto its own page so I can click back and forth, and so that we're not having such a hard time and having to scroll up. Because by about chapter 8, it's going to be a pain in the butt to scroll all the way up just to find some detail. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to reorganize that. This weekend, I'm going to come all the way back through this, and I'm going to do the first revision on the entire thing. And so, but we're getting ready to actually head out by chapter 5. I can't believe it takes 5 chapters to assemble a team and get everything going, but it is what it is. Who would have known? Real quick, I'm going to find somebody that we can raid over to. I don't know who that all is. Liza P, Tipper, Boulder's Gate. I'm going to probably just find somebody. I'm going to check real quick if Tuniversal's on. Tuniversal is on. Let's make sure that they're actually doing stuff. Looks like they're actually doing stuff. I'm going to click Tuniversal. We'll raid over to him. I haven't raided him in a second. He's always pretty positive. And next Monday, of course, I'll be on in the morning with Diablo 4. In the afternoon, I'll be on Entropia. Wednesday, we're going to be writing again. Um, and Friday we'll be writing again. As soon as I'm done with Diablo 4, we're going to actually convert the Diablo 4 space over to writing space. So it'll be mornings are writing, afternoons are Entropia Universe. Okay, peace, very best wishes. I hope you guys have an amazing day.